I'm a meditator. So I first learned of the power of meditation about 5 years ago. I was working in Tucson, Arizona, teaching high school students, at-risk high school students, in an alternative education program inside an art museum. And part of the curriculum in alternative education at the Tucson Unified School District was to provide transcendental meditation for health and PE credit to high school students. And we were approached by the David Lynch Foundation. That's right, David Lynch, whose soothing and calming films we've graced cinematic stages for years, like Twin Peaks and Blue Velvet. Very calming and relaxing. So the transcendental meditation instructors were funded by the David Lynch Foundation, and they approached our superintendent, and they agreed. And part of this requirement was that there had to be a facilitator to help monitor the students. And so I was selected amongst a small group of administrators and faculty, and I think the transcendental meditation instructor actually said something to me like, "Katie, there's just a stillness about you." Like, really? Could it be because I'm paralyzed? So I bought it, you know, hook, line, and sinker. I can keep still. And I proceeded to get trained. I learned a mantra. I sat down with these students day in and day out, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon. And lo and behold, it actually started working. And the whole kind of idea behind David Lynch Foundation was actually to provide students with this powerful silence throughout the course of their day. The problem was it wasn't actually working for me. I wasn't reaping the benefits, and I felt kind of ashamed about that. So at the end of the school year, the David Lynch Foundation decided to award all of the teachers in the school district with a 3-day meditation retreat. And bear in mind, this is Tucson. It's the middle of June. It is hot as a mother. And all you want to do is really be inside. So sure, I'll go meditate for 3 days. Like, what's the worst that can happen? So it turned out we were assigned to go to this resort, this Stone Canyon resort, but it had plumbing issues. So they decided to put us in a vacant freshman dormitory near the University of Arizona. We check in, we have to give over our cell phones. The televisions are removed from the dormitories. We're not allowed to bring a book because it's all about relaxation. It's about being calm, being, completely free of any pressures or overly stimulating visual things. So we start to meet regularly as a group, and we fall into these patterns during the course of these 3 days of these meditations, where we're sort of, we go in, we sit as a group, we meditate with our mantra. Occasionally they wheel in a VHS recorder and we watch old episodes of the Merca Griffin show where the Maharishi shows up and Clint Eastwood is there and they're talking about the power of meditation and it's 1970 and you're like, where am I? I thought we weren't supposed to be watching videos. And you go back to your room, you take a nap, some might do yoga, some would take a shower. I'm sure half the men were masturbating. Because what else are you going to do in a freshman dormitory? I don't know. So throughout the course of the day, we're having these 3 regimented meals a day, and it's lots of roughage and healthy food, and we're all sitting around and we're meditating, and the sort of power of silence takes over. And you start to feel your body just sort of let go. And you start to feel this power take over, where your body, you're not sure where your body begins and where the air begins, and you start to sort of feel in this moment. And then the power of silence turns into the power of silent but deadly farting. Because we've all been eating the same food. We've all been around each other. And people start to open one eye. Scowl at the other person, did you do that? Oh, we're supposed to be meditating, right? Throughout the course of the 3 days, it starts to kind of affect me in this way where I feel a little tingly, I feel a little sleepy, but I'm very calm. So we're actually not supposed to drive home from the meditation because you've just spent 3 days calmly relaxing and you don't want to overexert yourself. But I didn't really have that option because I drive an adaptive vehicle and it's really challenging for other people to drive my car. So it's a Monday afternoon, traffic is just let out, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock, it's 105, I'm driving up Oracle, kind of a seedy part of Tucson Boulevard, and my car dies in the middle of traffic. Middle lane, 105, dead. And I just start to laugh, like gutter laughter. And I feel this armor, like body armor, like so powerful, and these cars are driving by and they're honking and they're yelling at me and they're cursing and I'm just laughing, which makes it even madder. And I start to think to myself, like, well, I kind of owe it not only to my students, but I owe it to myself to do this meditation and feel this power for the rest of my life. Thank you.